So just bringing ourselves into our body, starting with a nice deep breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth, and continuing with that breath as you take inventory of your body, starting from your head and moving down. Just bringing your awareness to anything and everything that you might be feeling in your physical form. Noticing any temperature changes, the weight of your arms if they're resting on your legs, the places where body parts are meeting, if your legs are crossed, how your fingers are seated or positioned. How your sacrum or your sits bones are sitting on a chair or on the floor. And then we're going to move through various relationships that live inside of awareness. So as we scan the physical body, we're going to then continue to move into what we consider I. The I of a feeling, the I of where we come from, the I of who we know ourselves to be, and there may not be one thing that your mind draws to, or there might be many things that it draws to. And this is just an opportunity to notice what shows up in relationship to I. And noticing it as an audience. What's the movie that starts playing in the relationship to I? That relationship also presents itself as how we show up in form to others, how we might position ourselves, how we enter a room. How we hold meetings, how we approach certain topics. And then we're going to move that awareness into the relationship energetically that we have with others. So where our first awareness is all about the existence of an I presence, having a body, moving into rooms, having feelings, opinions, sensations. And now it's the relationship between that I to another. And just noticing how different relationships in our lives will create a different exchange. We get to witness something unique in everyone. Notice if there's a different feeling, if certain relationships show up first. Maybe it's a thought, maybe it's an emotion, maybe it's an overall energetic vibrancy. And then we're going to move our awareness out into our relationship with things like institutions. How that I relates to government, how it relates to religion, how it relates to economic structures, education, businesses that we might be involved in. And then we're going to zoom out even further to our relationship with the world. That I relationship to the world. And just notice if there's any sort of expansion or contraction in any one of these areas. Notice if one feels a little smoother, easier to grasp than another. Just notice what shows up. And from here, we're going to take that seat of awareness, that awareness that has been just watching the relationships between ourselves, between others, between institutions, and between the world. And with that awareness, we're going to bring an energy of love and gratitude. So starting with the world, if you can see it in your mind's eye, think about picturing a layer of this immense love covering the planet. Maybe it's a sheath of white. Just allowing your intention to feel such gratitude for what our planet has done for us, for what it provides for us. For all the habitats it creates, even for the spiders. The majesty that we find in our planet. And just sit with that love and gratitude for the world. Noticing how it feels to take this time to put our attention to this place. And then moving our attention back into structures. And maybe here you can pick one or two. And again, with the intention of sending love and gratitude. Every structure, regardless of how incredible or perhaps flawed it might be, gives us something to learn from. provides us insights into different perspectives. So whatever comes up for you, just moving love and gratitude and holding those structures in a place of light, grateful for what they've brought, even if sometimes it's hard to see in the moment. And then moving our awareness back to the relationships in our lives, whether it's friends or family or partner. You can start by seeing maybe 2 or 3 people or 4 people in front of you and just imagine wrapping them in this energy of extreme love and gratitude. Gratitude for the role that they've played in your life. Gratitude for their human expression. And then moving our awareness back into our own bodies, into our I. And imagining that love that you've been given to the planet and to structures and to people in your life. And bring that same energy back into your heart center. And think about breathing light in through your nose. Letting it fill your heart center with fuel or fire to stoke that flame of love for self. Continue to breathe into that place. If you want, you can put a hand on your heart. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. And just charging that heart space with love and gratitude. Let's also throw a little forgiveness in there. Being able to forgive ourselves if there's a place that still feels stuck. Forgive ourselves for any mistakes that we feel like we may have made. Any unknowings where we might expect to know the answer to something now. Just bringing to your body and yourself a deep love and acceptance and gratitude for exactly where you are right now. And continue breathing into that heart center and starting to allow that love, acceptance, and gratitude to start filling the rest of your body. Pushing through your shoulders, up your throat, into your head, down your arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, moving down your torso. Allowing it to fill your entire body. And when you go ahead and have a nice next inhale, on the exhale, imagine it sealing into your body. This love, acceptance, and gratitude of exactly where you are right now. Inside of this, just for good measure, I invite you to command any energy that is not of your own to leave your space now. And if you choose, you can imagine that blast that starts from the inside and just explodes and moves anything that doesn't belong out of your energy field. Just with the intention. And then moving into commanding any energy that is not of the light to leave your space now. And commanding that any energy that is not for the highest good to leave your space now. Noticing if there's a shift in energy at all. If you still feel attached to anything that's happening throughout the day, or your yesterday, or what's coming next, just allow your energy to pull back into your body and be seated in this new energy of love, acceptance, gratitude, and forgiveness for self, for others, for structures, and for the world. Let that intention that you've sat inside your body now, even though it started with the planet and moved in, now allow it to start with you and slowly move out. You were the source of that love, gratitude, and acceptance as you scanned out. And regardless of where the intention began, it still starts with your awareness. And the awareness doesn't necessarily sit in your body. We're going to take a few moments here. I invite you to take 10 nice deep breaths to complete this space. And as you go through this breathing, inhaling through your nose and exhale, let your energy just move to sit in that pelvic bowl. So inhaling through the nose, exhale, moving your energy down to just sit in that powerful seat, the sacred feminine that sits there, just spending a little bit more time to cultivate it today. Continue to inhale, exhale, nourishing that energy. Maybe 3 more breaths here. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Send yourself some love and gratitude for the same. I really enjoyed building this muscle with you guys. So when you're ready, you can slowly bring yourself back into the room and open your eyes.